Let's continue to celebrate environments where everybody feels welcomed, valued and empowered to bring their whole selves to the team. Happy Pride Round and thank you for being a part of the community, the champions inclusion for all. Before we do finish, there is a face painter over in the corner there. Please feel free to get behind your chosen team. There we go, she's waving up in the corner, and good luck to all 4 teams. Get out there and smash them.
Bits and pieces. I did the last 2 games.
So that's
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Cardinia Life Stadium here in Pakenham for round 5 of the Victorian Wheelchair Football League as we celebrate Pride Round on what's going to be a big day of wheelchair football. To start proceedings, we've got Hawthorn going up against the Bombers, and then, of course, later this afternoon at 2 p.m, it's going to be Collingwood up against Richmond. My name is Austin Kruger. Pleasure to be joined alongside you this afternoon. And with me, I believe this is the first time we may have done commentary together, is Nathan C. He's been around this league and wheelchair footy for a long time, 7 years, I believe, as an umpire in many different roles, but on special comments today. It should be an absolute cracker, Nath.
Thanks, Aussie. It's a privilege to be alongside the Golden Voice today, so I'm really looking forward to it, mate. Special occasion too, it's obviously Pride Round, so it's great to see the flags out, the colours out and about, and should be 2 exciting games today.
Yeah, certainly right. We had Shannon Sykes deliver a speech pre-game talking about the importance of celebrating Pride Round. As we're nearly underway for our first matchup. Looks like Essendon in their Indigenous jerseys, which is great to see. It's going to be an interesting game. Hawthorn sitting first on the ladder, 3 wins, 0 losses, best percentage in the league by 73%. Up against the Bombers, sitting 4th at the moment, 1 win, 2 losses. As the siren sounds here at Cardinia Life Stadium, and we are underway. Scott Van Germer winning the tap down to Chris Henderson, and Mitch Stretton has made the move into the forward line. Already, the Bombers changing things up. Stretton's done a lot of his work in defence in recent years. Good to see Scotty Van Germer down on the court as well. Caleb Logan taking the mark just on centre court here. We'll look for an option inside and does find one in Stretton. Interesting to see if he'll try and pass it off. He certainly will, but Hayden Orber with the defence. Now, Nath, has Caleb been playing more of a defensive role as of late, or is this a new one today?
Yeah, he's been an all-rounder, I think, this season. And he's been such a great job in the forward line too, so great to see. Looking forward to see what he does this game.
Yeah, it's great to have the versatility to be able to put them in different positions. And Mitch Stretton, slight angle. Might like his chances here for the first of the afternoon. It comes through and it sails straight through the middle. And the Bombers get the first, controlling possession as well, early stages here, Nath.
Yeah, not surprised he got that one there. I think that's his range, so yeah, great to see them get on the board.
Yeah, well, he looked to pass the first one off to Henderson. And second time around, he thought, might just do this one myself. And it was certainly the right option. Just bouncing off the chair there of Hendo. Hill with a smart tap to Broadbent, who's going to go around the corner. In the instant response. How's that for a finish?
Great clearance by the Hawks there. Able to convert that very quickly. Scores are all tied, 6-all.
And how many goals is Finn Broadbent now on for the season?
23.
23. So him and Yas came into this game both on 23, which is second in the league. And of course, Mr. Hollywood Hill did tell me he wanted another 10 today. But Henderson out of the middle. He's had some lucky bounces already we've seen in 2026. Couldn't quite get it on that occasion. Do you have a tip for us today, Nath? I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Yeah, I think Bombers will get away with this one nicely, I think. But judging by how this one's starting out, I think it'll be a pretty close one, so you never know.
They're pretty evenly matched teams. Bombers have been a little bit unlucky this year not to have another win on the board. Who could forget their round 1 clash against Collingwood? And they lost on the siren as Finn Broadbent will line up for his second in quick succession. Right in front of us here, and it's just going to miss to the near side. Just sneaks through for a minor score in the end, so couldn't convert his second opportunity. It's great to see Broadbent and Hill back playing together as well, isn't it, Nate?
100%. Obviously, Broady's got a strong tennis background as well, so
yes.
Great to see guys out like that.
Of course, the 23 premiers, the Hawks, where Broadbent and Hill did a lot of their good work. And since then, haven't been able to play too much football together as Henderson makes a great grab.
One of the most experienced players in the field, Aussie.
Absolutely right. The former Richmond Tiger gives it to another former Tiger and Stretton. Now, he had a shot from the opposing pocket that he was able to slot. Just trying to get a bit of room. We'll play on, and in the end...
I think he could have passed that one out, but good attempt.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit frustrated because didn't have a lot of space on the interchange there. Try and work that one. So a close one early stages. Bit of a fumble there from Orber. Over the top goes Scott Van Germer, but it wasn't quite a legal possession. You could speak us through some of the officiating there, Nath. What was the call there?
So in wheelchair footy, you can't overhead throw. So Umpire Shams trying to judge that as an overarm throw. So, yeah, it's a bit of a hard one sometimes, just depending on how the player's positioned. But, yeah, we trust his call on that one.
And I just got my first disposal as well on the commentary bench. Might not be able to pick that one up, but thought I read that one quite well as Stratton couldn't quite pick it up off the ground. Stratton for his second. Beautiful finish. The Bombers and the Hawks are going goal for goal to start proceedings, and Mitch Stratton in the forward line. I'm liking the look of it.
Yeah, I like how the Bombers are really playing it hard, going down the forward line, and they're pretty quick too, so they're able to convert it really well.
So 2-1-13, plays 1-1-7 out of the middle. Hayden Orba finding Hollywood Hill. It's the centre clearance that we've seen. And 2 consecutive responses after the Essendon goal. Hollywood just needs to go back and slot it. Told me he wanted 10 today, and he's off to a good start, an accurate start, which is always good for his confidence. Him and Finn Broadbent, they just work so well together.
Yeah, both very handy in the forward line. Look forward to seeing what they do for the rest of the season too.
And an even share of goals as well. They're both now sitting on 24 for the season, so playing really well, sharing the cake around, making sure everyone gets a bite. Is out of the middle yet again. Orba. I reckon that just bounced off Caleb Logan's chair.
Do you reckon we go for goal here?
Knowing Hollywood Hill, he might like his chances, but he's played an unselfish year. I think he did look to pass. Maybe he got caught in between two minds there. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, saying he was looking to pass.
Yeah, he was on a bit of an angle too.
So 1 point in it, Hawks lead. Just over halfway through this first quarter. Chris Henderson, a long way from his natural habitat of the forward line. Off to Logan. Well, I did say in the last broadcast he was a 2-time league best and fairest, and he actually corrected me on it. I would have absolutely just stayed with that one. As Hendo can line up for his first or pass it off to Stratton. In the end, it was Laidlaw with the defence, but a nice little tick lead from Stratton, just catching the defender off guard. They can line up.
Yeah, Stratton's done such a great job at just covering the field, making the lead and giving those guys an option to pass it off.
Straight through. Oh, umpire's made a decision here. Does he come off his line a bit early?
Yeah,
No, it wasn't quite on the line.
Ah, right. Yeah, good work by Sam there, resetting that.
So Stratton was able to still slot it. He's got 3 majors to start this game. Of course, the former premiership player with Richmond, second season here at the Bombers. He's a stalwart of the Victorian Wheelchair Football League, isn't he, Nath?
Oh, he is.
Tell you what, he's a tough man to come up against as well, as Logan wins the one-on-one against Hill. Now that's a matchup we're going to have to speak about because, Hayden Orba. That is fantastic work. He's in front of the home crowd as well. This is his neck of the woods, he told me, trying to get a big crowd in. He's also enjoying State of Origin earlier in the week. And has the play from Hayden Orba, the defensive interception, one hand, the follow-up work to get the mark in centre court, and then the picture-perfect pass to find Yasin Hill, who can line up for his second straight in front of the big sticks and very calmly just pops that one through.
Yeah, great work from Hayden there. I mean, his aggression and physicality to get into those contests really helped the Hawks set up that goal, so credit to him for that.
And the degree of difficulty on that mark as well. That's a early contender for play of the day as we're back in the middle. Ball in dispute. Hayden Farley in and around it. Hill trying to tap it back to himself in the end. It'll stay in play. Scott Van Germer was clean, but the interception taken in from Laidlaw. Orba trying to keep this one in. Couldn't quite. Have you seen much of Paul Laidlaw for Hawks, Nath?
Yeah, a little bit. He's been doing pretty well, especially in the centre.
Yeah, so Hayden Orba the spoil, but just a slight chop of the arms.
That was a tough one there. Both teams going for the ball.
Just overcooked the pass there. So Hawthorn leading by 1 point. We've got just under 2 minutes remaining. It's just been a fantastic duel, hasn't it, so far, Nate?
Oh, for sure.
We've had some close ones this year. I know I couldn't make it last week, as we might come back to that. See what happens in the forward line. Hayden Orba just goes around the back. Finding Laidlaw. Out of Broadbent. Will play on. He'll take a bounce, and he'll score the goal.
Bit of a scuffle going in there in the forward line too.
The Hollywood Hawks are on song. Felt like the Bombers had the early momentum, Nathan. Since then, the Hawks have really wrestled it back.
Yeah, the Bombers just fell short of a win last week with Tigers winning by literally just a kick. So, yeah, they're really hoping to bounce back in this one for sure.
Now, you said there was a bit of a scuffle. Was that between Logan and Hill by
Yes,
any
it
chance?
was.
Not surprised.
Bit of entertainment there.
Just getting the pass away. Broadbent takes the mark, and the Hawks, with about 45 seconds left in the quarter, can look to really extend this lead. Broadbent's already got the 2, and we've just seen a couple shots from this spot from Broadbent that hasn't been able to quite work through, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is a slight angle, so given the benefit of the doubt for that one, but yeah, it's usually a good shot from that distance, though, despite.
I believe both the goals that he scored have been in live play, so maybe he prefers a bit of that free-flowing footy. 15 seconds left in the term. Lovely pass over the top to Logan. Now we've had some scoreboard issues, so the players might not be aware of how long's left. Do need to find a mark if they're going to get a goal. Well done there.
Before we head into quarter time.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Now this will be a huge moment after the quarter time siren. Finn Broadbent will have it. We'll need to absolutely roost this footy pretty much halfway down the court. He gives it all he's got, but in the end, it won't register a score. And we'll head into the quarter-time break with Essendon 3-1-19, trailing the Hawks 4-3-27. We'll have a short break here for round 5 of the Victorian Wheelchair Football League before we come back with the second term. Welcome back, everyone. Apologies there for the slight technical difficulties, but we're back underway here for the second quarter. It's round 5 of the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Austin Kruger and Nathan Sear on the call. Nathan, we'll go through the goal scorers in just a sec, because Finn Broadbent is lining up for another major in the opening stages of the second quarter. Comes through with a shot. He is on song this afternoon. How many is that now for Finn Broadbent?
That's his third for the game so far. So we've also got Yasin Hill on 2 and Mitch Streeton from the Bombers on 3. So those are our leading goal scorers for this game so far.
Beautiful. So
Great
it was,
contest though.
Yeah, it was Essendon had the early advantage, but it's been the Hawks since. Beautiful chase down tackle there from Streeton. He's pumped up too.
Oh yeah, great call by Patrick as well.
Umpires always do an excellent job. So Streeton in the defensive third will find Leonard. He's been around the red and black for a number of years. We'll go over the top to Scotty Van G. One of my favourites is Scotty. Broadbent takes a tumble. Streeton will take advantage of it. Beautiful pass.
So the umpires haven't. So they've called the time off. So obviously the ball's going in towards the player where that's down. So we're just stopping the time at the moment. Hopefully Finn's okay.
He looks to be moving around okay. And while that's happening, Mitch Streeton can line up for his 4th major to keep the Dons within range. Passes it off instead beautifully to Leonard. Just faked everyone out. And Leonard can line up straight in front of the big sticks. An important goal to try and peg this deficit back. Leonard searching for his first and just couldn't quite get the connection there, Nate.
No, he's a great player nonetheless. He's one of the handful of players in the competition that have been here since day one. So good to see them.
Of course, was a part of their premiership squad back in 2022 that did go down. And Sin Hill, that was quick coast-to-coast footy there from the Hawks. Broadbent serving it on a silver platter.
Did you back him from this angle?
I'll always back Mr. Hollywood. Looking for his 3rd major. Just put the moz on him there, though. I did know.
Yeah. Did have some options there in the forward line, but good coach to try and get that.
With Broadbent with 3, Hill with 2. 14-point lead to the undefeated Hawks. Found their form in 2026, haven't they, Nath?
They have, yeah. Had a bit of a rough couple of years in recent times, but it's good to see them get back on the saddle.
It was the 2023 Premiers in the last 2 years, only registering the 1 win, which did actually come against Essendon in round 8 of last year. Before winning that one by 31 points. So, beautiful pass there from Farley. Finding Streeton, who's really...
We're going for his 4th here.
Yeah, he's been the main option for the Bombers. Passed the last one off, did Streeton. He'll have the shot, and it's just a bit of inaccuracy plaguing them at the moment.
Yeah, typically it's Streeton and Logan that'd be swapping positions. Logan's usually in the forward line and Streeton's usually in the back line, but interesting to see how the Bombers are set up today. But it's working well. It's working okay.
It certainly is. Just a couple of shots that they would have liked to have back. Hayden Orber out of defence, playing on over the top. Couldn't quite get the pass. Hill a bit frustrated. Logan out of defence will go to Farley. We'll keep a close eye on the Caleb Logan Yasin Hill matchup as well. Shared a few words with each other late in the first quarter.
Looks like Hendo's about to come back on.
Yeah, they might need a bit of Chris Henderson just to get him going here. Caleb Logan read that one beautifully. Underarm pass to Streeton. Had to get rid of it quickly due to the Hayden Orber pressure. Logan nearly lost his footing. And in the end, it will be a turnover. The Hawks get their hands back on it through Paul Laidlaw. Now to Smart. Couldn't quite find Orber. Can it stay in play? Not quite.
Yeah, the Hawks are just taking their time there. Allow someone to lead out, give them the option to get closer.
We know they love to play that really quick football, while the Bombers are a bit more of a methodical approach up the ground. Well, that wasn't quite methodical. We tried to find Scott Van Germer, but A little bit too much on the pass, and Finn Broadbent, who's
Similar shot to what he lined up beforehand, so interesting to see how he goes from here.
looking for his 4th goal. Absolutely no problems. He's in some scintillating form, not just this afternoon, but all season. That's 27 on the year.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned before, Broady's a very talented guy across different codes. No surprise there, sliding that one through.
Out of the middle, they've been very dangerous. Out of the centre clearance for 5 goals. Broadbent is taking the PISS at the moment.
It's a very quick player too. Like when the rucks are hitting out, he's very quick to get the clearance out. And obviously in that instance, he got the conversion. So yeah, he's a very great player to watch.
So Henderson back onto the court. Good move for the Bombers just to get a bit of experience, try to calm things down a little bit. Him and Stretton will work well together in the forward line. Henderson just provided the lead. Stretton wasn't quite ready. Henderson and Van Gemert working in the forward line. Scotty Van G is the centre, so he can't have a shot. Hayden Orber. A nice little inboard pass, just the required journey to Henderson. And we've seen the Bombers miss a few. Chris Henderson back onto the court with an immediate impact. He's all business today, is Hendo.
Yeah, great shot from Hendo as per usual. I think the Bombers can really use that experience in the forward line.
So 27 plays 46, high scoring affair here. Cardinia Life Stadium in Pakenham, celebrating Pride Round, one of the best rounds we've got in the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Of course, we had Spud's game and the Dreamtime as well last weekend. That one's just going to stay in play here. Laidlaw's going to have to do the defending. Underarm to Orber, under pressure, has to get rid of it. Smart. Didn't get the friendliest of bounces. Stretton comes in. That was a beautiful pickup. Henderson, he's got 2 in a row in about 60 seconds. And as soon as he's come onto the field, he's brought Essendon back.
Yeah, the Hawks weren't too happy about that. Hopefully they can reset there. Well, it looks like the Bombers are on a bit of a roll, which is good to see.
As a man who's done a lot of umpiring there, Nate, I mean, Henderson thought that it was going to be the required journey. His Hill is going to be pinned. So he thought it was the required journey, so maybe he got a little bit of extra leeway on the tackle there. What do you think the call was? We don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but...
No, of course, but I think usually based on umpire's discretion, if the player's in the motion of getting rid of the ball, which I think Hendo was in that instance, it's not holding the ball because he's trying to get rid of it.
It's always a contentious call, not just in wheelchair football, but in all forms of football.
I feel like it is a bit harder when you're touching play instead of tackling. So
exactly right. So Caleb Logan finding Stretton. This is a nice little fight back from the Bombers. Stretton had the hot start, missed a few since, comes in, slots it. Stretton has got his 4th.
4th one on the trot. Yeah, like I said before, you don't see him too often in the forward line. So, yeah, he's done really well. Bombers are catching up.
Certainly are. 7-point lead for the Hawks. Just making sure everyone's in position. Smark winning the tap. Laidlaw tracking. He's crossed into the offensive third. So, of course, Nath, as a defender in the red wristbands, you can't travel into the offensive third.
No, so defenders can only go in the midfield and back line, whilst forwards with the yellow wristband can only go in the forward and middle third. Only player that can go around is, of course, the centres, so they're wearing the pink wristband. But, yeah, a lot of people don't know those rules if you're new to wheelchair footy.
If you're watching for the first time, as Henderson picks off Hayden Orber in the end, read that beautifully, moves it quickly. Farley got the spoil. Broadbent tapped it back in the Hill direction, tracking. Couldn't quite. So some good defensive efforts on both ends. 45 seconds left till half-time now.
Logan's just come down. He's just trying to get himself up.
And it must have been Hawthorn's ball. Broadbent is just going to waltz on through. Slot yet another goal. That's number 6. Essendon not too happy there.
Yeah, there's a bit of disagreement going on. Not too sure what happened there, but 12 points in it, 13 points in it, sorry.
It's not going to be long left here in this first half. About 10 seconds. Can either team get the centre clearance? Hawks have been very dangerous out of it. Hill takes the mark and will line up on the siren.
It's been a great match up between Logan and Hill. As the siren goes.
2 goals too. He's been reasonably well kept from Logan, you'd say, in this first half, but this will be an almighty moment for Mr. Hollywood Hill. He loves the big stage, he loves the big moments, and he always gets the big goals. And just like that, Hawthorn stretched that lead right back out after the Bombers did such a good job to bring it back to 7 points.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, credit to the Bombers there. Felt like the Hawks backline did break down a little bit. I think it's because of how quick the Bombers were going down in the conversion. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one going into the 3rd and 4th quarters. I think it'll be really close to call.
Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast here this afternoon for round 5 of the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Austin Krug and Nathan C. We'll just have a short break before we come back for the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to half time here at Cardinia Life Stadium in Pakenham. The Victorian Wheelchair Football League celebrating Pride Round this afternoon. It's half time between Essendon and Hawthorn. And it's the Hawks leading by 19 points, 6-3-39 to the Hawks, 9-4-58. Austin Krug's my name. Joined alongside Nathan's here. Nath, do you want to go through some of the goal scorers from the first half of footy?
It's been goals galore so far this game. We've got Finn Broadbent on 5 goals, Yasin Hill on 2 there from the Hawks, and then from the Bombers we got 4 from Streeton and 2 from Henderson.
There's Hayden Orber in defence. Beautiful pass. Mark did well to keep that one back in a play. Vangermert trying to garner possession. Farley underarm pass back in towards the middle. Smart back in and around it. Contested footy. Hayden Orber in defence.
Did look like it was touched.
Yeah, he's going to play on and will be pinned for holding the ball.
Yeah, good call there by Stronach.
It was probably the right decision as well.
Yeah, he did have the free kick and then he decided to play on. Once he gets touched, immediately holding the ball. So, good call.
And Scotty probably got a hand on that initial mark. So, if the footy gods returned it to the rightful hands there as Stratton with the lead. As the Dons try to claw back into this contest.
Yeah, Stratton's back in the back line and Logan's back in his natural habitat, the forward line. Interesting to see how that changes up for the Bombers going into the next half.
So they've moved the magnets at half time. Stratton with a big powerful pass, just a little bit too much on it.
This is an opportunity for the Hawks to open up a bit here.
Certainly right, Nath. So Broadbent, centre wing out of side, go inboards to Smart. Couldn't quite hit the target. Henderson underarm to Vangermert, over the top to Stratton. Good football there from the Bombers in defence. Stratton back to Farley. Logan providing the lead, should I say, and Logan getting the mark as well. This will be his first shot attempt of the afternoon. No one on the mark, will play on, improve the angle, and the Bombers have got the first to the second half. The ever important first to the second half to continue this fight back. And Caleb Logan coming back into the forward line with the instant impact there, Nath.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of miscommunication from the Hawks there. Played on, no one really went out to him there, but that's all right. I think they'll learn from their mistakes as they reset play.
And the scoreboard's back in business as well here. Bailey White is very happy, but as we all are, to have it back. Broadbent, beautifully weighted pass to Yasin Hill. Showtime Hawks at it again. 3 goals, 2 so far for Hollywood. Broadbent's got the 6. Right in front of this shot and right through the middle as well. Instant response from the Hawks.
Yeah, one thing about Yaz, he talks the talk, but he also walks the walk.
Yes.
Really backs up his words. So great goal for him by then. And that's his. How many goals is that? That's 4 or 3. 3, sorry.
He's a big time player. In defence, Stratton around the corner, lands nicely here to Finn. Broadbent couldn't quite convert. 6 goals, 3 for the number 36 with the brown and gold.
Goal machine he is. Stratton taking it out.
Scotty Van G taking the mark. Had 62 goals in 14 games in his first year within the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Former Team of the Year member, Scotty Vangermert, Hayden Farley.
Took a 5-metre penalty there.
Was it an encroachment on the mark? Or just Yas being an annoyance?
I think he was encroaching on the mark. Obviously, when you're on the mark, you've got to stay in position, not allowed to move.
So the Bombers just going laterally at the moment. Now to Henderson. We'll be looking for the options, but we know he's got the range as well, does Hendo.
Bit of congestion out in the forward line for the Bombers.
But Logan managed to just get a bit of space thanks to a good block from Vangermert. Yeah. So their 2 chairs just got intertwined.
Yeah, no surprise from Logan there. He can get through a maze with his eyes closed, that man.
Certainly right.
Great to see him line up for goal again.
So Logan has made the move back into the forward line. He's already got 1. Make that 2. We're going goal for goal here in the second half. This high-scoring affair continues. An entertaining clash sees the Hawks leading by 14 points. It's just been lingering around this margin for a while now.
It has, yeah. Look, really hard to tell who's going to get out on this one, but should be interesting as the ball goes out of play.
4 by 10 minute quarters, of course. Victorian Wheelchair Football League.
What do you reckon the Bombers have to do to try and get back into this one and get a bit closer?
I think a lot of it's going to be out of that centre clearance, making sure that they've got the defence. We've seen them really make them pay a few times. As the snap around the corner nearly from Broadbent, but we've seen them off turnover and centre clearance, just using that quick footy to catch them off guard. I think that's where the Bombers are going to have to be a bit more switched on defensively. As we can see, Essendon are happy to play the sort of chip mark game, which can put you under pressure on the turnover, but Hill lost a bit of balance. Goes out of play.
Good courage by Hill there, though.
Yeah, it was an excellent effort. Is it going to be Essendon's ball? Yes, it will.
Does look like Bombers' ball. Someone's got a lead out here. Looks like Streeton.
So Streeton spent the first half in the forward line. Managed to get 4 goals, 1. Henderson makes a very good contested grab on the best defender in the competition. Just goes to show
Great matchup.
the skill that Hendo's got. And Logan is starting to change the tune of this game. No one on the mark again for the Hawks. Smart was able to get back to it. Logan is an accurate start. Searching for 3 goals in the first 6 minutes of this second half. Never should have opened my mouth. 2 goals, 1 now for Logan.
It does look like the momentum's building up for the Bombers now. Obviously, it's 14 points of difference, so still anyone's way.
We saw it in the second quarter, Nathan. Then Hawks in the last 2 or 3 minutes were able to put on a couple. So will we see the same here in the third quarter? Broadbent is just going to play on. Well done there from Farley.
Farley's renowned for those intercepts and contesting for those spoils.
So Broadbent just outside the defensive third. Out of Laidlaw. We're going to lay the law down here for the Hawks with the pass over the top to Hollywood. But Farley, as you mentioned, Nathan, those little spoils, that was an ultra impressive defensive effort.
Yeah, great work by him there. So rush behind. Patrick McKee's called. Let's see what the Bombers do here.
Hayden Farley, the option. He's able to keep it back in play, but Broadbent off the turnover towards Stretton and Hill. Stretton with the spoil, and that's now Farley and Stretton with a couple of defensive efforts, but it will stay in the hands of the Hollywood Hawks and Hollywood Hill.
Yeah, it won't be a surprise if he tries to go for this one. He's on a bit of an angle.
Looking for his 5th major. I reckon he might have snuck that one home. Not quite.
Looked very close though.
Yeah. I remember there was a very close one in the late stage of the third quarter of Victoria's National Championship victory over South Australia. Much like that shot there. So the Bombers have done well to just weather the storm here at the moment. Can it stay in play for Hendo? Can the ball sit? It can. That's just missed.
Oh, Hendo thought he had it there.
Oh, that was close.
It's one of those set shots where the ball goes over the post. Sometimes hard to tell.
A very tough angle to get the shot away. He's done well to get it that close. Under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Celebrating Pride Round here for the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Collingwood and Essendon to go at it next at 2 p.m. So Yasin Hill, 4 goals, 3 so far. 27 on the season, looking for his 5th. And there we go. Yet again in the late stages of the quarter, the Hawks push away.
Yeah, he reminds me of a Buddy Franklin of the Wheelchair Footy League.
Yes.
Yaz. Good shot from half court too. Close to half court.
Minute and change left. Essendon need a response. Auber out of defence. Was that just an underarm pass? Broadbent on the angle. Couldn't get the connection. Might have just bounced back into play.
Right.
Hill, right place, right time. Holding the ball's the call. Big call. Well officiated.
I reckon good pressure by Van Gemert there.
Yep.
Hawks got a bit stifled there. Didn't know where to dispose of it. As he's got it back.
Interesting to see if the Bombers can go the length of the court and pinch a major to keep themselves within reaching distance. Stretton just tells them to go back. He floats it over the top. That is a sensational pass. And Logan can line up pretty much straight in front for his third major that have all come in this third quarter. After playing the defensive role in the first half, he's changing the tune of this contest here in the second half. And Logan puts through his third. They just need to defend now for the latter stage here, Nath.
Yeah, that's right. And Logan's such a ball magnet in the forward line that just landed on his lap there, and he was able to have that easy set shot on goal.
Back in the middle, 15 seconds on the clock. Late stages, third quarter. It's going to go back to the Bombers. An opportunity. Stretton finds Henderson. Leonard on the sideline saying to hold it. Is Henderson aware of the shot clock? He will, because the siren will sound. And Chris Henderson, this is a huge moment. He's had plenty over the years, this Hendo. From long range, on the three-quarter time siren, has missed it. Missed it all in the end. So an uncharacteristic-like miss. But do not go anywhere, because this game has got the feeling it could go right down to the wire. The Bombers 9-5-59. The Hawks 11-8-74. Austin Kruger, Nathan Singer. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back, everyone, to the broadcast for the Victorian Wheelchair Football League, live from Cardinia Life Stadium here in Pakenham, celebrating Pride Round. What a day it's been, what a game we've got for you with 10 minutes to play. The Bombers trailing by 15 points. 9-5-59 plays 11-8-74. Austin Kruger joined alongside Nathan Sia, delivering some fantastic special comments. And Nate, do you want to go through the goal scorers for us from the first three quarters of play?
Yeah, as I said before, it's goals galore today here in this game. We've got Finn Broadbent from the Hawks, 5 goals, as well as Yass, who's got 5 goals as well. And for the Bombers, we've got Stretton, who's got 4, Henderson with 2, and Logan with 3. So it is 15 points to the margin, but it does seem like it is much closer than that. But the Bombers are still in this for sure.
Big moment to start the fourth quarter. Can Broadbent continue and swing this one back beautifully? He started it at the right post, and he got the late swing to slot goal number 7. Big moment to start this quarter, Nate. Within 35 seconds, I've got a major. There's Logan thumping that one out of play. It's been a tough year for the Bombers. They've been in a lot of these games. Round 1, they had the 1-point loss on the siren to Collingwood. Round 3, a 21-point win against the Saints, the reigning premiers. And in round 4, a 5-point loss to Richmond. So that 1-2 record could very easily be 2-1 or 3-0. Speaking of 3-0, that's where the Hawks sit at the moment. Sin Hill and Fib Broadbent just working so well with each other, looking for goal number 6. And the crowd tells the story. Broadbent with 7, Yass with 6, and the Hawks, within 90 seconds of this last quarter, have made a serious statement, Nath.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, the Bombers have been unlucky with some of their games this year so far, but today still got a chance to try and get back up.
Hill has done well to keep it in, just couldn't quite get the pass to Broadbent. It's going to be Bombers' ball. There's still plenty of time left in the fourth to try and mount a comeback.
Yeah, I think the Hawks are so good at trying to create that space in the forward line, especially guys like Yaz, who just able to just be so quick to finding that space in the court. So the Bombers need to try and cover.
Farley finding Van Gemert. And a score update from the Community Wheelchair League. It's 59 plays 39 between Richmond and Collingwood. Richmond with that 20-point advantage in the fourth quarter. Beautiful pass. Finding Leonard. Tough angle. Here at Cardinia Life Stadium in Pakenham will centre it into Van Gemert, who is the centre position player. Underarm pass back to Leonard. And the Bombers are back, baby. Beautiful play. The old 1-2. And boy, did they need that.
Yeah, the Bombers did a great job at utilising their centre there, Scott, Van Gemert. Best way to convert that 1-2 pass and then converting.
Some very important centre clearance now. Hill taps it down. Farley and Broadbent. Farley with another tap over the top to Van Gemert. Finds the mark in Leonard, being told to play on. Back to Van Gemert, who just had to spray and pray, hoping for the best due to the pressure. And Broadbent, a beautiful read to get there. Hayden Auber in defence. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Smark back to Broadbent, who will just...
He's come out of his chair a few times today, but great physicality from him. Obviously in wheelchair footy, you need a lot of that.
Well, he was probably thinking about playing on, and then at the last second realised it wasn't quite on, so had to make that sharp turn and just lost his balance.
How do you back him from here?
He's had in round 1 8 goals, round 2 7, in round 3 he had 8, and he'll stay on 7 for now. 7 goals 5, that is.
Yeah, he's had a lot of close set shots. It's 11 set shots from him as Bombers get possession of the ball.
So Van Gemert takes the mark.
They really need to move a bit quicker here. Only about 6 minutes left.
Yeah, need a bit more urgency. Stretton takes the mark deep in defence here for the Dons. We'll have to go back lateral to Farley. Van Gemert trying to get a bit of space. As is Caleb Logan. James Leonard, the other forward option, will give it to Scotty Van G. It was a good mark. It was a daisy cutter, but he was able to hold on to it. Back to Stretton. So the defenders, centre position players working well at the moment. Logan and Leonard trying to get a bit of space. Logan does find that space. He had a slight opportunity to potentially play on, but smartly went back on the mark, considering Hayden Auber was hunting him down. It feels like this one must go through. Caleb Logan to keep the Dons in it. He's got his 4th, and he gives the Bombers a breath here with 5.5 remaining here in the last turn.
Yeah, Dons really needed that one. So it's 16 points to margin. They only need 3 or 4 goals just to get in front. I think they need to focus on the next couple of minutes is try and hold possession and try and see what they can make of it.
Well, they've had plenty of experience in close games. Stratton out of the centre clearance, over the top, finding Leonard. Logan's open in the goal square, just couldn't quite get to him quick enough, but Logan will provide the lead. Well done from James Leonard. Caleb Logan will line up.
Smart decision from Leonard there. Trying to look for the closer option. He found Caleb on the lead.
So Logan for a couple in about 30 seconds of play. He's got his 5th, much like the number on the back of his Guernsey. And the Bombers bring it back to a 10-point deficit with 4.5 left. It's game on here at Cardinia Life Stadium in Pakenham.
You can argue there's a lot of time left, but never underestimate the Hawks.
Out of the middle, Smark wins the tap. Auber was just a little bit too quick to read that one. We'll get it back into play in front of the Pride flags. Of course, celebrating Pride Round this afternoon. Stretton He's had 4 goals in the first half, made the move back into defence, and he's been serving them into the forwards beautifully, and there we go, on full display yet again.
And going for goal number 6.
That have all come in the second half. Caleb Logan straight in front of the big sticks. And Caleb Logan is putting on a show here in this last quarter to keep his side back in this game. It's a 4-point margin with under 4 minutes left. And I tell you what, Mitch Stretton as well, Nath, has just been serving them on a silver platter.
Absolutely.
And here's the centre clearances, though, that the Hawks have been so damaging on. It was Smart to Orbit to Hill, and Hill smartly will go back, take his time, put some seconds off the clock. He can still look to pass it off if he chooses to. Or Hollywood Hill will take the moment amongst himself, and there we go.
No surprise he went for that one there, that's for sure.
Hollywood Hill goes bang. He comes up in the big moments. He's got 7 along with his comrade in Broadbent, who's also got 7.
Feels so comfortable setting shot from such a long distance.
He prefers it being that way. Vanderbilt told to play on. We'll have to concede a bit of ground back to Farley. Back to a 10-point margin. Under 3 minutes left. What a game we've got here for you. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast as Vanderbilt takes the mark. 2 minutes 40 left. Bombers brought it back to 4 points after being down over 20 earlier in the contest. Stretton assessing the options down the line. You would think it's...
Logan's trying to make a lead here. He's coming out from behind.
Well done from Adam Smark. Beautiful defence. Hill with the defensive effort. Overcooks the pass. An opportunity now for the Bombers. Who can get to it first? It was Laidlaw. Underarm to Orba. Just got rid of it. Finds the mark to Smart. What a play from the Hawks. That could be a game-winning moment as Hill takes the mark just outside centre court.
This is where the Hawks can take their time here.
Yeah, play
Time
the mark
is on their
game.
side.
So Laidlaw now to Orba. He's a defender. Can't cross into the offensive third. Will take all the seconds he can. What a game. We'll start off Pride round. As Broadbent can take the marker, much like Yass can take the seconds off the clock and potentially put through the sealer with 90 seconds left. Finn Broadbent will pass it off. Centre position player, though, to Smarks. We can't have a shot on goal.
Yaz is locked in the goals there. Can't really move out. He's got it to Broadbent. And I'd back him from this position.
Certainly right. Finn Broadbent, 7 goals, 5. Yass has got 7-3 to put through the sealer. Finn Broadbent, an absolute star of wheelchair tennis and wheelchair footy, has missed.
Not too sure if there's time for the Bombers here, but
I mean, we've seen a 1-point comeback on the Siren once already this year from a similar situation.
unless it was a miracle on wood.
Yes.
That's what we need.
They need to get a move on though. Stretton goes to the Hail Mary into centre court. Bit of contact in the marking contest. It was a big moment. Hayden Orbert in front of family and friends. The home crowd as Broadbent takes the mark and will do enough to ice this game now.
Yeah, he can take his time a bit here. Passes it off. Kill a bit more time on the clock. Looks like they've nailed it in the coffin.
He'll go over the top and Yaz sticks the one hand up. He points to the crowd in attendance.
He loves it.
He says, "You beauty." He'll line up.
Great turnout today here in Pakenham too. Big crowd behind us.
Certainly right. There's Hollywood Hill lining up for his 8th major. On the siren. Boy, does he love these moments. He's got a big smile on the dial as Hollywood comes in for the Hawks. And the roar to the crowd. What a game of football. The Hawks just too good. In the dying stages of each quarter was the difference. And it's a 17-point victory. 13-5, 83 to the Hawks. 15-10, 100. Our goal scorers for the Hawks. Yasin Hill with 8. Broadbent with 7. For the Bombers, it was Caleb Logan with 6. All coming in the second half. James Leonard with 1. Stretton with 4. And Chris Henderson with 2. What a game of football. Hope you enjoyed the coverage for that one. But do not go anywhere. We've got another game coming at you next at 2 p.m. between Collingwood and Richmond. Austin Kruger, Nathan Sear signing off for this one. But we'll see you in a few minutes. Great game.
Go on, hey, mate, how you going? No.
Welcome back, everyone, to Cardinia Life Stadium here in Pakenham, celebrating Pride Round for the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Round 5 action in our second game about to get underway for the Championship division between Richmond and Collingwood. Second and third on the ladder going at it. Austin Kruger's my name. Joined alongside Nathan Sayre. Nath, we had one game this afternoon. We saw the Hawks by 17 points. Some quick thoughts on that one before we crack into this one.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was 17 points to the margin by the Hawks, but it did seem much less. I mean, it was very 50-50 possession throughout the game. I think the main catalyst of that win for the Hawks was Finn Broadbent and Yasin Hill on the forward line. They were able to just distance themselves from the Bombers' defence just so easily and convert those goals. So it's great to see the Hawks get back in this season and move up the ladder a bit after last season was a bit rough for them. But it's great to see them back and up again.
Yeah, they're at the top of the ladder, 4 wins and 0 losses, best percentage in the league. It was the Bombers have brought it back to a 4-point deficit with about 2.5 minutes to go. And Broadbent and Hill went bang, bang to get the win by 17 points. And we also saw in the community division, Richmond getting a win over the Pies. So we're about to get underway for this championship division matchup between Richmond and Collingwood. We saw Shannon Sykes pre-game delivering a speech about the importance of Pride Round. It was great to hear. There's some wise words there from Shannon, wasn't it, Nath?
Yeah, it was. Obviously a special occasion today. It is Pride Round. Everyone's getting around the rainbow colours today, which is great to see.
Yep, Richmond have got the rainbow socks on. Collingwood just coming out of their huddle. It's a very interesting matchup. Richmond currently third on the ladder, 2 wins, 1 loss. The Pies sitting second with also 2 wins and 1 loss.
Yeah, both teams are coming off a win from last week. Pies beating the Saints by a mere margin at Moorabbin Friday night. And the Tigers just beating the Bombers, obviously, for Dreamtime round last week on Sunday at the Hangar. So, as I said, both teams are going off from a win, so they're both trying to look for that consistency and that form to keep their W's going.
So we are about to get underway. Austin Kruger, Nathan Sayre here for the broadcast of the Victorian Wheelchair Football League celebrating Pride Round. Richmond up against the Pies. These two clubs with such a rich history. Richmond have actually won the past 7 encounters, believe it or not, against the Pies. So Collingwood looking to make some history today. Their last win against the Tigs was round 10 of 2023. The Tigers, Nath, with 7 in a row, including the 2024 Grand Final and the 2025 and 23 preliminary finals. So
I actually didn't know that was that long, to be honest.
Neither did I. I had to double check on it. Bailey hasn't said I'm wrong just yet, so I might actually be right there.
I think you got the thumbs up from Bailey there, that's for sure.
Because Bailey on the scoreboard. Now, house statistician, button pusher extraordinaire, also celebrated his birthday recently. Happy birthday, Bale. Sorry for mentioning it. And over the top, Sykes finding Judeland Anthony, champion of Wheelchair AFL in the Richmond Football Club. Back to Sykes.
I think a great matchup today is Anthony Perito and Judeland over there.
Yeah, very interesting to see that one goes. The pass to Kotsanis misses to the near side.
Yeah, so, as you said, Aussie, it's such a strong rivalry in history between the two clubs, especially in wheelchair footy. I think it'll be a really close one today.
Well, the last time they played, it was a close one, Nath. It was the prelim last year. Richmond won by 7 points up to the Pies, who were up by a point coming into the last quarter. So they're looking for a bit of payback.
Yeah, both teams are pretty stacked as well, so as I said, it can go either way.
Vincent Falcone, first year at the Pies, has made a good impact. Michael Talbot was the Community League best and fairest last year. He was the centre position player in the team of the year. He's made the move into the championship division. And he passes that one off to Arnie Raisin.
Yeah, Falcone was also the best on ground last week at the Saints. Spud's game. Interesting to see what he does today. He's had a lot of promising start.
Here is Nathan Greats. Off to Judeland Anthony. So 2 minutes into the first quarter, not quite the free-flowing affair that we saw in the first matchup. Both teams just finding a bit of form. Charlton, the beautiful pass, finding Chris Kotsanis.
Yeah, this is usually his distance.
Certainly right. Kotsanis.
He does have some options to pass it off.
Coming off a 100-goal season in 2025, and he gets the first for the Tigs. A beautiful set shot. As you said, Nate, that's his spot, that's his distance, and he made no mistake.
Yeah, he's very comfortable from that distance. And he's got obviously a lot of experience in the league, so credit to him for that goal. The restart play. It's great to see Falcone in the centre for the Pies. Such a versatile player, especially from what we saw last week at Moorabbin.
So Kotsanis has kept that one in. He's done it again. Some great repeat efforts, and then finding Sykes, who bangs it through. Fantastic play, desperation football from Kotsanis to keep it in, not just once, but then on the goal line, had the whereabouts and the vision to give it back to Sykes, and he wasted no time slodding that one. The Tigers with a quick 13-point advantage.
Yeah, Dominic Ewell, I think he just got hit by the goalpost there. Shout out to him, one of his first games, his first season as a goal umpire. And we've also got Ben Hodgart behind the other goals too.
Is he a VFL player as well?
Ben Hodgart's one of our goal umpires.
So, underarm pass from great. Sykes is able to get it on the second attempt. Talban with the defending. Raisin comes in with pressure coming from both angles. Umpire will have to stop play. Make sure Arnie gets back up. Collingwood really yet to touch the footy to start this game, Nath.
Yeah, would have thought they'd put up a bit of a fight to start off with, but sometimes they just need to take a bit of time to ease into the game. And it seems that's what they're doing at the moment.
So we'll throw it up. Great wins the tap. Now it came off the centre. Is that going to be a rush behind? It was off the centre. We'll have to confirm that one at quarter time. Paddles on the sideline was saying no, and it looks like Semeraldo's not playing today. So that's a big out there, Nate.
It's a big miss there. Obviously, Meraldo's such a dominant player in the forward line.
Sometimes they need that Meraldo magic.
Especially with his time at the Bombers. One of the leading goal scorers for them. He's been able to translate really well at Collingwood these last couple of seasons. Perito
Here he is.
lines up from
My man.
almost 3/4 of the goal.
He's going to pass it off instead. Nathan Greats. Leo Barry-esque coming in from the side. That is
Almost count that as a specky there.
a beautiful mark.
It was a really courageous attempt to mark that in the contested pack. He's obviously got the height for it, Aussie.
Certainly right. Oh, Greatsy. I'm going to have to stop myself all game from saying a great effort from Greats. So I'll get that over and done with now and try not to use that again because it's a little bit too easy. Judlin Anthony, 3-time premiership player, 4-time national championship winner. And his most important achievement, of course, over 5 million likes on his TikTok as well. Internet superstar, Richmond stalwart, and really a pioneer of the game since its inception. Ran to Charlton. He's also done a lot of coaching for Richmond and for the national squads as Talban. Just getting the spoil there, so it's good defensive effort, but the Pies are under the pump.
So no score. That was out of bounds. Hit the behind post there. It's Collingwood's opportunity to lead out and try and make use of their possession.
Perito takes the mark. He's in range.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he did a set shot for goal there. He does have a strong handball on him.
He'll do the team thing. Give it off to Raisin. There's a defender. There's plenty of the football to start proceedings. Talban taking the mark. Jankowski and Perito will be the forward options. Jankowski's got the one-on-one on Anthony. He got the space. He just overcooked the pass as Talban apologises to his teammate there.
Yeah, when the player's moving quick like that, it's sometimes hard to get reaching your target. So good effort from him nonetheless.
It's also hard to get a bit of space on Judlin Anthony. So Jankowski did well there, just couldn't quite get the reward for his efforts as Charlton and Anthony linking up. 3.5 remaining here in the first. Celebrating Pride round for the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Third versus second on the ladder. Both the 2 wins and 1 loss. Only percentage separating the two.
Burrito's protesting against that. This was his ball. It's Tigers' ball and Charlton's got their hand to it.
They'll go for the wraparound. Didn't end up using Anthony to Charlton. Chris Kotsanis gets some separation. Can line up for his second major, which is Very similar spot to which he had his first, just on the opposing side of the forward third of the court. There's Kotsanis, who swung the 2024 Grand Final against the Pies with 4 majors to really change the tune. And he's dominating the first term. Richmond out to a 20-point lead. The Pies yet to score.
Yeah, very surprising. I would have thought the Pies would be on the board by now, but as I mentioned before, sometimes it takes a bit of time for them to try and ease into the game. So let's see what they do in this next play.
A very important last 2.5 minutes. Greats wins the tap. Jankowski goes to the little paddle. Ball just slips out. Talban. That's a beautiful gather there from Raisin. A little bit too hot for the pass from Pareto. Charlton was there. Missed the hands of Sykes. Talban tracking the ball. Gets rid of it before Kotsanis. And Arnie couldn't quite keep that one in. And Greats will bring the Tigers back into play. Centre position player, so we'll be looking for Sykes. A beautiful pass. Sykes can line up straight in front to extend this lead to 26 points.
Yeah, they really locked in Kotsanis there, double teaming him there. But Sykes was able to find that open space.
Also represents Australia in sitting volleyball to Sykes. Couldn't quite convert. Could the former Saint? Saints with the bye this week, of course. So 90 seconds left here in the first term. 4 by 10-minute quarters for the championship division. Come on, Pareto, go for it. He will. He plays on from over half court. He gets the bounce. Who else but Anthony Pareto to get the Pies going? Well, that was an almighty finish.
No surprise there. That's just a casual set shot for him any day of the week. So great to see them on the board. They really needed that to try and start this game well.
Yeah, important in the late stage just to get one on the board. Oh, beautiful tap from Greats. Anthony just couldn't quite reel it in. Gives it back to Pareto here.
Choice just to pass it off to Razin there.
Talman will provide the block, but instead goes to Jankowski, who just couldn't get the connection on the mark or the pass. So a couple of fumbles for the Pies. Got the collie wobbles early stages. Charlton has had plenty of the pill. As is Greats. Next pass. Picked off beautifully from Raisin. Moves it on quickly to Jankowski. 20 seconds left in the term. Still time.
Have to move it quick here.
And they do so. They find Pareto. He can take his time.
Yep, no better man to find.
But he's not going to take his time. He wants to play on, move around the corner, and just misses to the left. So that should just about do us for the first quarter. An entertaining one. Richmond, 3-3-21, lead the Pies 1-1-7. Kotsanis with 2 goals, Sykes with 1, and Pareto, the sole goal scorer for the Pies. Austin Kruger, Nathan, see ya. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back, everyone, to the broadcast. Victorian Wheelchair Football League celebrating Pride Round here in Pakenham. One of my favourite suburbs to actually say, Nate. Just Pakenham. Always just rolls off the tongue nicely. But we'll get to the scores. 3-3-21 at the Tigs. The Pies 1-1-7. Cortanis with 2. Sykes with 1. Pareto with 1 major. It was early domination from the Tigers, but felt like in the last 3 or 4 minutes, Collingwood were just able to start getting things back on their terms, eh? Yeah, they did. I mean, look, their chemistry is always there, but it just didn't seem to look to be there at the start of the first quarter. And like you said, towards the end, they were able to find guys like Pareto to space out and get on the board. It's like Raisin's made the move into the centre. It's not his usual position, but I think to see how he goes. I think they're conceding that Greats has got the height advantage on either centre, and maybe to just try and rove instead of going for the hit outs. Didn't quite, well, it did work out. They got that out of bounds, got the footy. Falcone and Greats, the intercept machine. Such a great job during the Dreamtime game last week at the hangar. A lot of possession and using his height to his advantage. So very handy play for the Tigers. Gets it again. Certainly does. Controlling possession. Charlton had to get rid of it. Bouncing ball. Kutsanis comes flying in. Might have to stop play. Underarm pass. Slips out. Can Pareto get to it first? Well done. Good defence from Anthony. Ball bouncing. Staying in. Jankowski. We only really stop play if the ball is around the player on the ground. So it was behind play, so play did continue. Looks like we're all good to go for the next part. So it'll be Anthony bringing it back in to Greatsy. Miranda Charlton. It's been very good for the yellow and black. Sykes takes the marks. The two opposing number ones, Talbot and Sykes, on each other at the moment. Pareto and Anthony. Bit of shaky banter between the two. Yeah, nothing too serious. Those two know each other very well. They've won a few national championships together. As Sykes, well, all that was happening. We'll line up. We've seen him have a couple of shots. 1 goal, 1. He missed one from a similar spot on the other side of the ground. This to bring the lead back out to 20 points. Sykes has got his second. Tigers back out to 20 points. Yeah, such a pivotal figure in the wheelchair team for the Tigers, Sykes. Such a great leader. And obviously he's progressed from community in the last couple of seasons. Yep. And great to see him make his way into the seniors of the championship side more so. So they are just conceding that Greats are going to win the hit out. That's going to be holding the ball. Good call. Anthony's arguing that was grabbing in the motion. What do you think, our house umpire, Nate? Yeah, I think it was holding the ball. Good call by Nikis. Pareto trying to claim it. It'll come back to Talban. Arnie providing the lead. Centre position player will need to find a forward. Jankowski and Pareto are those forward options. Pareto takes the mark right in front of us here on the broadcast side here at Cardinia Life Stadium in Pakenham. And finds Jankowski beautifully. Yeah, great work by Jankowski there. Like last week in Moorabbin, he did such a great job in making that space and opening up the lead for that set shot and goal. Right in front of this shot, Ben Jankowski. That was right from the top shelf, straight through. And Jankowski gets his first. That is his 11th on the season. The skipper for the Pies. Pies are catching up. And they're just staying in it at the moment. A much better start. Took them some time to get into the game in the first quarter. And they've got the momentum. Can Pareto build upon that? There's been a big reason why they've gotten back in. The long bomb. Does look like he's going for goal. He loves it from this angle, from this distance. Anthony Pareto comes in, set up the last bit. Greats on the last line of defence. Comes up big time for the Pies, but it will stay. Yeah, if you're Collingwood, the last player you want on that goal line is Greats. As I said, with his height, he's just able to spoil that so easily. It'll be something for Collingwood to stay aware. Jankowski, knowing that Greats is there. Might just be playing on his mind, but Jankowski, the captain, comes up big time. He's got 2 in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, Collingwood sometimes need that little bit of time to try and gel, try and get their oils wheeled, so to speak. It looks like they're heading on their way to closing on the margin.
27 plays 19. Very close to the action. Talbot was just announced. We're having a new baby at the end of the year, so it's very exciting news for Michael and the Talbot family, and a big congratulations to them announced during the week. So just awesome news for an absolutely ripper bloke. Charlton now here for Richmond, trying to get things back on their terms. They still hold the lead, but it's Collingwood that are building into this game. Falcone with a beautiful spoil. Land back towards Charlton. Pareto got to it first. He needs some kind of bounce. Oh, nearly. That would have been one of the best dribblers we've seen. But a minor score, 7 points the margin. 4.5 left till halftime.
Very Leon Davis-esque.
Yes.
That handball there by Pareto. It's great. Gets possession.
Kotsanis coming up the court, provide the option. 2 goals, 1 for Kotsanis, along with Sykes with 2-1. Greats, who started the play in defence. He's now setting it up to Sykes. Can line up on a toughish angle. Shannon Sykes.
How'd you back him from here, Aussie?
Yeah, he's looking to pass it off. It's probably one part of his game. He can be a bit inaccurate at times, but he did the team thing. And he found Chris Kotsanis, Team of the Year member last year.
Well, he's dead straight on goal, so would be very surprised if he did miss it, but let's see how he goes.
Chris Kotsanis, there we go. Called beautifully there from Nathan Sauer. 13 points. They stretch the lead back to Kotsanis. He's got his 3rd. And who could forget in a losing effort in last year's grand final when Kotsanis brought up his 100th goal in the late stage of that game, though.
Yeah, very memorable day with the crowd storming the field. Such a great player he is too. And again, so handy in the forward line and such a dominant player for the Tigers.
He's a 2-time premiership player with them. Won Community League back in 2022. He had 7 in that one. And of course, for the seniors as well in 2024. As Anthony Pareto takes the mark. He's been the difference maker, keeping the Pies in this contest. He's been assisting, he's been goaling. Didn't quite get the connection, and yet again, it's great on the last line of defence.
Yeah, like I said, his height is such an advantage for the Tigers in the back line, and the fact that he's a centre and can move around the field gives the Tigers a lot of options and versatility.
And you could tell as well, when it came off the hand of Pareto, it wasn't quite the normal connection that we're used to seeing. Two minutes left till halftime. Anthony will be told to play on soon, but Kotsanis comes up, gets the grab. Sykes with a paddock of space. And straight over the goal umpire's hat, the Tigers push away in the late stage of the second quarter. Celebrating Pride round.
Good to see Sykes back himself up there. Set shot on that goal. Puts the Tigers in a very comfortable lead, 39-21.
Even 3-goal game. And I like that he took his, or didn't take his time, should I say, just thought, I'll play on straight away and go for it while I've got the momentum in motion, sort of going back, having to think about the shot. Minute and change left, Charlton deep in defence. Pass might just work out. Talban there to cut it off. Bounced off the chest of Pareto to Jankowski and Charlton with the spoil. It's been the defensive efforts from the yellow and black that sees them with this lead. Arnie, centre position player, will need to find a forward. And that forward will be Ben Jankowski.
Yeah, Jankowski, one of his strengths is finding that space to lead out, escape the pack.
Jankowski couldn't get the purchase, and guess who? It's Greats yet again with the interception.
Does seem like he does have a bit of a basketball background. I may be wrong, but his height, I think there's no doubt.
Wouldn't be surprised. 20 seconds left in the first half. Anthony's going to play on. Over the top to Sykes. There's not much Falcone could have done with that. It was a beautiful pass. Absolutely perfect. And Sykes pretty much on the siren. That's a beautiful set shot. Nearly went through the basketball hoop. It was that good. As the halftime siren sounds here at Cardinia Life Stadium, and the Tigers lead 7-3-45 to Collingwood 3-3-21. Austin Kruger and Nathan Seam will have a short break here for halftime. Half time in the books here at Cardinia Life Stadium in Pakenham. It's Richmond 7-3-45 leading the Pies 3-3-21. Austin Kruger and Nathan Sear join alongside you, celebrating Pride Round here for the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Preto picks it off, sends it towards goal. It's bouncing, and it's great yet again.
Coming in like a steam train there.
Yeah. Nearly smashed through the window. And another defensive effort, which was really the big reason why Richmond have got this lead, Nath.
Such a great recruit for the Tigers this season. I mean, really need that height, and they've got it.
So Shannon Sykes with 4 goals, Kotsanis with 3. For the Pies, Jankowski with 2, Pareto with 1. Just struggling to get possession of the ball, other Pies, without Sammy Moraldo today as well.
And as you mentioned, it is a big out for the Pies. Such an essential player in their forward line.
Well, Pareto's made the move into defence. So Paddles has moved the magnets. He's put Falcone forward. He's having an impact. He takes the mark.
Yeah, wouldn't underestimate Falcone. He's going for that set shot.
From out long. Just smashes the outer point post, Lee Matthews style.
Anthony's coming out with the ball. I think he's just pointing out there's something on the field.
Might be the goals. They're just getting back into position. It's been a big day of footy here, celebrating Pride Round. We saw the Hawks defeating.
Talbot's on the ground. And we go through another stoppage here.
I don't think there was anything too ill toward. Players sharing a laugh, good sportsmanship as always.
How do you reckon the Pies need to get back in this? Because obviously it's 23 points. It is away, but I guess it's going to be interesting to see how they go from here.
You'd almost got to put a tag on Nathan Greats, making sure that he isn't allowed to get so deep into defence to impact the play. Anthony goes his required distance. And no, he doesn't. He goes too far. Well officiated. He's done a good job today. There's Paddy.
Patrick McKees is in his second season of wheelchair footy. Been one of our star umpires since then.
He came on and just looked like a seasoned vet straight away, did Paddy.
Yeah, he's got the knowledge for it, that's for sure. Falcone just gets into his seat.
He's a cool character too. He's not too much phases in, which is what you need as an umpire.
100%.
Which we've seen from you as well over the years now. That you've upgraded to the commentary box now. Sitting pretty with me and Bales.
Very strange being on the sideline here, but getting used to it a bit.
He's sounding top notch, mate, as Jankowski will come in to get him going in the second half. Greats is on the line. Jankowski will need to get the purchase. And he gets it all right. He's keeping the Pies in it. He's got his third. But you could see that they're just so aware about the defensive prowess of Nathan Greats.
Yeah, and great work by Jankowski there. Great leader for the club. Communicates really well.
Falcone, heavy collision with Anthony. It's been a good game of sportsmanship between these two sides with a rich history of close games and big finals.
Very surprisingly.
Yes.
That's for sure.
We don't always see it go that way.
No, it does get heated, I think, in general with the Wheelchair League.
Oh, yeah.
It does. From a spectator's
Speaking
point of view.
there is a bit of a conversation between players and umpires, just trying to... Sammy says it's a 50-50 ball. We'll throw it up. Talban up against Greats. Pretty even contest. Talban won it out. Pareto frustrated.
I think that's what Collingwood needed in the ruck. Had a bit of some height mismatches with Greats. I think Talbot's the man for the job with that height.
And Kotsanis was allowed too much space. Can line up for his fourth, which is the number of goals that he kicked in the third quarter of their 2024 grand final victory over Collingwood that got them that medallion. Misses to the near side.
Yeah, almost deja vu there for him.
Bit of deja vu. Arnie Raisin turns it over. Nathan Greats. Tell you what, if you didn't know who he was before today, you certainly will now. Sykes will be looking to find Kotsanis. Talban with the defence. Kotsanis too strong. I reckon he probably prefers him on a bit more of an angle like this, Kotsanis.
Yeah, he's good from this position.
The straight in front ones can be a little bit awkward just to get the arm out to try to get the accuracy. Well, if you're on that distance, you can just utilise that technique a bit better as Kotsanis comes in. This is to the near side again.
Yeah, I think a lot of people underestimate the difficulty it requires to actually be in the wheelchair and play footy and go for a set shot on goal. So it requires a lot of talent, and they've got that.
How's that for a pass with Pareto? Deep in defence, finds Jankowski, centre court. Provide another option. We'll go to Arnie instead. Talban into the forward line. Is a centre position player. Back to Jankowski. That is beautiful football from Collingwood. By far the best ball movement we've seen from them all afternoon. And Jankowski can go back and line up for goal number 4.
Yeah, he's been the key man in their forward line so far.
The skipper comes in. You can hear the roar on the sidelines as soon as it left the hand as Jankowski.
Yeah, Collingwood really needed that. So from now on, I think if they really want to get back into this, get in front of the Tigers, they really need to focus on those clearances and getting the ball out to the forward line as quick as they can.
And there's that pass from Pareto in defence as well. So back in the middle we go. Anthony can't go into the offensive third. Whose ball is it going to be? I believe it's going to be the black and white. Certainly will be. Pareto made the move into defence. It's been a good one so far, has to be said. Talban. Community League best and fairest last year. Falcone just drops it on the second attempt. Back to to Talban. Good defence from the Tigs. Underarm pass back to Anthony. He was under pressure. He rushed it through. You can see how bad the Pies want it. That was smart footy from Anthony.
It was. I think Collingwood were arguing for the deliberate there, but I think it still counts as rushed.
He was under a lot of pressure, so
he was.
Absolutely by the bylaws. But is all well done. Oh no, is it called play on? What's happening here? He might be taken forward. Wait and see. You certainly will. 5-metre penalty. Went over the mark. Great. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. It's been a tight battle. It's been a defensive type of game. There's Greats.
Just got rid of it there. It was a very close call there. Almost holding the ball.
Well officiated yet again. It's been a tough one for the umps. And Sykes can stifle the momentum that Collingwood was building and slot goal number 5.
Sykes is really building on his accuracy here in this game.
5-1. 8-5-53, plays 5-5-35. Those are my favourite numbers to say in all of football. Is the 5-5-35, Bailey. Thank you, Brian. Any
Bailey
opportunity. I did. 5-5-35. 2.5 left here in the third. Here's Raisin. Paddles giving some direction from the sidelines. The star coach, not just of Collingwood, but Victoria, will be looking for their 5th consecutive national championship later in the year.
We've got nationals in October later this year. Should be a good one.
Back in Bundoora, which is great to hear, especially considering it's 10 minutes from my house now.
Oh, yep.
Sykes to Anthony. Bit of tension starting to rise in this game here, Nate. We spoke about it being a pretty friendly affair, although a lot of the tension's probably between teammates just trying to get on the same page. A bit of frustration, clearly, from Collingwood.
Yeah, I think Collingwood would have expected to come out with a bit of more fight coming into this game, but
They just can't stop Gratesy.
that's right.
He'll be in the votes for sure. There's Kotsanis. Actually had the chance to do an Oz kick at a primary school with a couple of Kotsanis' family members earlier in the year. As Kotsanis goes back and puts it through the big sticks at the Tigers.
Yeah, very comfortable lead for the Tigers now. 4 goals in it. Collingwood need to do a bit of work to catch up here. They've only got 1 minute left of this quarter, and then they've got another 10 minutes. So let's see what they do here.
Out of the middle, Greats to Anthony. To Kotsanis, and he lets him know about it.
Bit of banter there from the two.
Jankowski will man the mark. Greats, centre position player. Cannot have a shot at 10 for those watching at home. Hope you are enjoying the broadcast here for Pride Round. Kotsanis gets the footy back. A good line-up. And join Shannon Sykes with 5 majors. 4-3 so far for the star forward of the Richmond Football Club. Premiership player. And he's got another. Him and Sykes have got 5 apiece. Just like that, it's a 30-point lead to the Tigers.
Such a dynamic duo in the forward line for the Tigers between Sykes and Kotsanis.
It's working well. Pies with a lot of work to do now. Back in the middle we go. Hammer fist forward to court. Oh, geez, it's going to come back here because that could have been a quick opportunity. 3/4 time siren. We're just going to wait to see whose ball it's going to be. If it's a Talban free kick, he can't have a shot at anyway. So there we go. End of the third quarter. Richmond 10-5, 65 to Collingwood 5-5, 35. Austin Kruger and Nathan C will have our final break of the day before we come back for the last term. Ten minutes to play. Finish off round 5 of the Victorian Wheelchair Football League live from Cardinia Life Stadium here in Pakenham. Richmond 10-5, 65 to Collingwood 5-5, 35. Shannon Sykes and Chris Kotsanis with 5 goals apiece. Ben Jankowski with 4 and Pareto with 1. Austin Kruger's my name. Joined alongside Nathan here on special comments. And Nath, a defensive performance from Nathan Greats has been almighty. Can we see the Pies getting back in this last quarter?
Yeah, just the way they've been going these last few quarters, it's hard to see it. I mean, look, they've got a lot of star players in their lineup, but as you mentioned, Nathan Great, such a standout player today in the defensive line. Hard to stop him.
And there we go. On display out of the centre clearance. He tapped it down to Sykes, who gave it to Kotsanis. Bit of miscommunication. Geez, Paddles has got the Guernsey on. He might just insert himself into the game. Andrew Paddle, the head coach of Collingwood, directing traffic. Jankowski's now made the move into defence.
It's a game I would have thought would be a little bit closer to that today, to be honest, Ozzy. But as you mentioned, the defensive line's been so strong. Look at their forward line with Kotsanis and Sykes as he gets the mark. It's just been too easy for him.
Yeah, well, without Moraldo, they've had to play players in positions they're normally not used to try to stop Greats and the likes. As Richmond look to continue their winning streak against the Pies. Kotsanis for goal number 6. Just misses. Got 15 on the season coming into today, so 20 now on the year. As this is something I don't think I've ever seen, and that is Ben Jankowski in the defensive goal square, bringing the Pies back into play. Just when you thought you'd seen it all. The skipper in defence. Talban to Arnie. Miranda Charlton doing an excellent job down the line defending Vincent Falcone. Pareto takes the mark. Go back and slot it, Pareto. He'll play on. It was going in. And guess who? It's Greatsy again. Coming in clutch. You read that ball beautifully, Nath.
Yeah, good work by Greats. Surprised Pareto's set shot didn't really make the margin, but see how he goes the next time around. Greats has the ball.
Look to move it up the court. Beautiful pass. Anthony will play on. Forgot that he was a defender there. No score. He wouldn't have too many career goals to his name, I imagine, Judlin Anthony.
No, he doesn't play in the forward line, really.
I think I've seen it a couple times over the years, but
I think he would be good. Look at the muscle on him.
big biceps.
Arnold Schwarzenegger of Richmond.
Yeah, so beautiful pass over the top from Falcone. Pareto dribbles it through and gives the Pies a heartbeat here in this last quarter.
Well, if you think about it, Aussie, they need about a goal a minute.
It's doable. We've seen him do it. Of course, who could forget back in round 1? Bailey White was on that call. Collingwood had, I think, about 3 goals in the last 2 minutes. Finished off with some Moraldo magic on the siren. They went bananas on the social media. Everyone was talking about it. Moraldo won it on the siren. So the Pies know that they can win these close ones. They had the 10-point victory over the reigning premiers back in round 3. So they'll have the confidence within the squad to back themselves in these situations. Jankowski.
The other two they've got is they've got so many players that have been around since day dot.
Yep.
In the club, and they've been playing together for so long. Their chemistry is always really good.
Just rushing a little bit. It'll come back to Pareto though. Can take a deep breath and go again.
The Pies really need this. Does look like he's going to go for goal.
Takes his time, does Pareto. That is not going to quite have the journey. Tell you what, off the hand, it looked like that was going to sail through and nearly hit the roof, but it
did.
Just didn't quite have the journey in the end. Charlton couldn't quite hold on. Underarm pass back over the top. The composure from Charlton finding Greats down the line to Kotsanis. End-to-end football. Beautiful. From the yellow and black. Just keeping the Pies at bay at the moment. Looking to move to 3-1 on the season and take second spot on the ladder.
5-metre penalty over to Anthony.
Yeah, just a bit of frustration. Pareto just hasn't quite. Now, a 5-metre penalty to a defender that can't cross into the third is then given to the forward, is that?
No, well, defenders can go in, but obviously they can't
And Chris Kotsanis makes the most of the opportunity.
Yeah, so defenders coming into another third. If it's a free kick, that's fine, but just going to make sure to try and
But as
make
the
out a
defender
third.
who's got the free kick outside the third, is it then allowed to just go to the forward? I guess so. That's a huge moment. A costly mistake. Looking over at the Collingwood sidelines, I think they weren't arguing too much, so maybe I need to read the rule book. It's been a while.
I feel like time's run out a bit for Collingwood here.
Yeah, back to 30 points now.
It's only about 4 minutes, so
I'm not sure stranger things have happened. As I said at the start, the coverage, round 10 of 2023 was the last time the Pies have defeated Richmond. It's been nearly 3 years. Vincent Falcone pops it through.
yeah,
They just have a knack of staying in games too, Collingwood don't.
they do. And look, it's very different to how they played last week against the Saints. I feel like it was more free-flowing. It was a lot more tactical, but I think, like you said, Richmond is just too dominant here in this game.
Bouncing ball, Pareto gets it. Didn't get the bounce though. I believe it may have hit the post.
Yeah, so if it hits the black block of the post, it is a behind. It is part of the post, so good call from the umpires there.
Yes, under a lot of pressure, make it good call. 3 minutes and change left is great. A fantastic lace-out pass to Kotsanis. Jankowski just bounced off the chest. Now he's got a couple to contend with. Talbot in there. Beautiful tap back from Greats. Charlton back over the top.
Did get rid of it there.
Underarm pass to Kotsanis to seal the game. Well done to the Richmond Football Club. It's been a clinical performance from them. Kotsanis, goal number 7.
Yeah, that was the nail in the coffin there. Great work from the Tigers today to lock Collingwood down in the forward line and assert that pressure.
That's back-to-back games for Kotsanis with 7 goals. Started the season with 3 against St Kilda, 5 against the Hawks. In the last 2 games, the old 7-burger, and he might not be done yet. Jankowski right in front of us broadcast side here at Cardinia Life Stadium in Pakenham. A big thank you for having us here today. We were here last year as well, weren't we, Bales? We were. Pareto. He's had a few shot attempts from this spot. Beautifully done from Pareto. Tell you what, that was very close. It might be a bit too little too late.
I think the Pies are just playing for percentage on the ladder at the moment.
They do have the 3rd best percentage in the league. Richmond with the 4th best percentage in the league coming into today. Out of the middle, Sykes. Finding Kotsanis looking for a season high 8 goals. Here's Chris Kotsanis.
20 seconds left to play. I think he's going to take his time here.
Why not? Chris Kotsanis. Good. Greats will be paid the mark. He's done it again. This time.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went for that, but I think he was worried he was going to get spoiled by Talbot there. So, smart choice by him.
Yeah, don't mind it.
Does kill a bit of time as well, even though the clock stopped. Well, it's not going to do much to the scoreboard.
And will be able to continue to hold possession in their forward half. We'll go all the way back to Charlton, back inboards to Sykes. 5 goals won, majority of them in the first half to set up the lead. Kotsanis in the second half came through to put the game to bed. It'll be a well-deserved major for Shan, who spoke pre-game, celebrating Pride Round. A fitting finish that just misses.
Close call.
5-2 for Sykes, 7-4 for Kotsanis, 4 straight for Jankowski, 3-2 to Pareto. 24-point lead to Richmond. Pareto towards Falcone. Anthony impacting the play. His seconds continue to tick down. Been a wonderful day of football. Front on contact, free kick going to Chris Kotsanis, who can line up on the siren, or he might have to try find a pass.
Does look like a 5-metre penalty there.
Yeah, just some undisciplined acts have been the theme for the Pies. Just getting a bit frustrated at times. It's Kotsanis looking for a season high 8 goals. And there we go, he's got it. And the Tigers will get the victory as well to celebrate Pride Round. A beautiful day of football. A great game. It was a 30-point lead coming into this quarter. It'll stay at 30 points at the full-time siren. 13-7, 85 to 8-7, 55. Sykes with 5, Kotsanis with 8. For Collingwood, it was Jankowski with 4, Preto with 3, and Falcone with 1. Nathan says some final words from you on what's been a wonderful day of wheelchair AFL.
Yeah, great day of footy. Great to be out in Pakenham today. Great turnout behind us as well. Obviously, we had the Hawks and Bombers for the first game. Hawks got away with that one, and obviously in this game, Tigers win by 30 points. Pretty surprised about the margin, to be honest. I would have thought it'd be a little bit closer, but it was a great day nonetheless. And great to be beside you as well, Aussie.
Yes, likewise, Nath. I'm sure we'll share the mic yet again. Big thank you to Bailey White, all the staff involved today getting this one underway. Austin Kruger, Nathan Sears signing out for what's been a wonderful day of Pride Round footy for the Victorian Wheelchair Football League.